We need the popcorns. Alright, we're ready now?
Let's go.
Let's go. Sorry for the wait for the DCs. We're having a bad storm.
5,
So
4, 3, 2.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to
Beware. Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
servants of the void! Come to me! I will tear your soul to shreds!
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise! Your master calls! My chosen! Destroy this filth!
Vexiona's in the air. Heads up.
My shadow!
Back.
Back.
Beware. Beware.
Center.
Middle.
Moon is down.
Beware.
Back.
Beware.
I shall rip you
Save the rest.
myself!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise! Your master calls!
We have enough healers.
Beware.
I will tear your soul to shreds!
Beware. Beware.
If you can res a DPS, that would be good.
4,
Yeah, I went down
Humble.
because I got aggro from a big ad.
Get humble up.
You don't have a battle
Take
res.
it down.
Battle res in 2
Tank.
minutes.
I already had to use it on tank.
Tear your soul to shreds!
That annihilation. Gotta
Okay.
watch that.
Beware.
All who violate this temple!
Thanks for coming. Sorry for the wipes.
I will give you a big cheat on the breath. If you miss the first one, like let's say the first breath goes in the middle. If you go in the middle right after it's done, and then continuously go back to where Vexiana will never breathe in the same lane twice in a row. So you can just go where the black was before.
Oh, okay. That's a good tip.
One of the things I noticed is we're not dispelling the annihilation halfway through on the tanks all the time, and then again at the end. So 2 people need to be on that each time.
Yeah, it hits him hard.
Is that magic?
It's magic. Yes.
No, doesn't even show up.
So you'll see the stacks go up. At least I can. And when it gets to about 10, you should dispel the first time, and then when it's done, the second person should dispel.
So if you're the first one dispelling, call it out, and this way it'll alert the next person to dispel. Because, you know, there's a cooldown on it. We can't all be dispelling. We don't know who's going to dispel. So do you want to take the first set?
Yeah.
One more thing. This is Doom, the raid leader for our guild, who's doing heroic. We're not that much like better off. One thing that's super important, your composition as far as tanks versus healers versus damage, but more healers versus damage. Unfortunately, Blizzard made the last couple raid tiers with a certain number set in mind. So if you have 3 healers, you can have up to 10 DPS. If you have 4 healers, you kind of want to push like 12 to 14 DPS. I don't know if it's possible for this group because I don't know your group very. But right now, you're kind of shooting yourselves in the foot with 4 healers and 7 DPS. Even if you had 3, you kind of want to push for 10, even on a learning group. Just because if you imagine that one person that's doing less than 1k or 2k DPS, just doing maybe 10, you'd have less ads throughout the fight.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just a heads up. In our group, we've been doing kind of the same thing because we have 4 dedicated healers. So we've been pugging to 2, 4, 12 to 14, and have been noticing a lot of good like mechanics getting done and things getting done on.
I see. So 4 healers, 12 DPS. That's your
12
formula?
to 14, but if you have 3, then like 10 minimum.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. So this is basically our group. We have a few more DPS that are in the training stages right now, and hopefully, you know, by next week they should be coming with us.
Cool. Do you happen to have one of the 4 healers that could possibly DPS? If not, like, feel free to keep doing this, but what I am noticing as a constant theme is we're not catching up with ads, and Vexiona's flying at 90% health. And usually kind of the benchmarks on seeing this fight, just on normal, is like 80%. So all over, we're kind of behind on DPS, and your DPS is doing decently well, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Sure, darn. If you want to go DPS, go for it. The reason I like to have a little more healing is just so that, you know, I know we're wiping. It'll help us push through the phases. If that. But
No, that totally makes sense. Like, you always want to overheal when you're learning fights because people are not used to avoiding.
yeah,
But I would say right now, like, even 3 healers and 8 DPS is a little bit overhealing, so you might be okay. I will say DPSers, you have lock rocks, watch your health. Make it easier for your healers,
Don't stand in the purple.
if possible.
Try not to put the purple right in the middle.
I know.
Yes.
And I'll admit, I do go through the purple, but I don't have fast feet. I think I have to get some fast potions. But I'm doing my best.
I've been putting it near the boss because when you do it on heroic, there's a mechanic where you have to get in the purple on purpose. So if I get it, I'll put it further away.
Well, we appreciate the tips. Thank you.
No worries. Happy to give some feedback.
Check your flasks.
Gammon will save us.
So what are we waiting on? Just curious.
We're going to switch the tanks around. I'm going to take the ads, and Yuri's going to take the boss. Yes, kill ads as fast as possible. Especially, this fight seems to be a lot about swapping. When those ads come out, any ascendants are targeted first. If they don't die, they turn into that void ascendant. Then we've got 3 of them running wild, blasting annihilation all over the place. So actually the ascendants, when they come out in that pack of ads, they take now priority over the void ascendant, and then the boss finally last.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right.
It's going to be a lot of switching that you're going to have to pay attention to. Particular ads are up. Now I'll try to corral them. I'm going to get the ad, and hopefully it won't kill any of you, but we'll see. Because what happens is when she lifts off into the air, she spawns another one of those void ascendants automatically. And that's why it's imperative to get that first one down before she lifts off, so we don't have multiples running around.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! Your spirit shatters!
Beware.
the spell.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise! Your master calls! I will tear your soul to shreds!
I'll take boss, go grab the orb.
4, 3, 2,
Unworthy
1.
to hold such power! Servants of the void! Come to me!
I'll stand in front of me.
Faithful servant!
She's lifting off. There's another void ascend. I'll go.
Kill the spellbound ritual.
Beware.
Us.
Beware.
Go back to center. Kill this ad.
Beware.
I shall rip you apart myself!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void! Come to me!
Beware.
Spirit shatters!
One thing I noticed in the beginning of the fight, we want to keep the Void Ascendant close enough that we can cleave the boss.
Who violates this temple shall
Okay.
perish.
I'll rest. Run back.
Oh, we have a warlock. If our warlock can please soulstone one of the healers before the then nobody needs to run back.
She did.
Vittoria. Or Vittori.
Oh,
Okay, I was wondering how you did that. Thank you.
ready?
All right, we're ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to
Beware. Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise! Your master calls! Your spirit shatters! It's not ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise! Your master calls!
She's in the air.
Faithful servant, show these unbelievers our true power!
Beware.
Beneath my shadow!
Beware. Beware.
One note, guys, when you drop the shit that's on you guys to the pools, try not to drop them in the middle.
Beware.
I shall rip you apart myself!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Beware.
I will tear your soul to shreds! All who
We have a
violate
soul
this
stone now?
temple
Don't
shall
release.
perish.
No. Discarded it. Yay. Thank you.
Here's some feedback. Raid. What's killing you? And can you avoid it? Open forum.
Purple shit on the ground.
Purple shit on the ground from circles or purple shit on the ground from Vexia no breathing?
I would say from people not moving out of the center. Gotta really watch it. You got that. You gotta get that. You got it on you, and you gotta get away.
So you died from a circle being dropped.
Yeah, on that last pull for sure.
Does the raid have DBA deadly boss mods? Because it blows an air horn at you when you have it.
I know I have it.
What else? That was one death. Anyone else? What's killing you? Be honest. Come on. We're all working towards a goal. It's not to call any.
I think we got to get a little better at moving faster to the center or to the sides or wherever when she does her breath. Other than that, I think we're doing.
Cool. Then what we need is pulls and pulls. Let's get going.
All right, let's go.
You ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Five, four, three, two, one.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to shreds!
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the
The
Lord,
spell.
come to me!
Where was that talk?
Remember, dads have priority.
Your spirit word! You are unworthy to hold such power!
Beware.
Spell.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Same thing. Little lads have priority.
Show these unbelievers our
Vexionis in the air.
power.
Heads up.
Beware.
Middle is bad zone.
Beware.
Head to the middle.
Beware, beware. Beware.
I shall rip you apart myself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Dispel.
The boy, come to me.
Beware.
I will tear your soul to shreds.
Bonnie, grab the orb.
Beware.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me.
Remember, guys, got more little ads coming up.
Tear your soul to shreds.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants arise, your master calls. Faithful servant, show these unbelievers our true power.
Beware.
So look at the map right now. Like this is a wipe, regardless of what you do. But look at the map right now. There should only be 4 small ads out right now.
So if we had more DPS, we'd have less ads, right?
Correct.
Beware.
Or more debuffs on those ads, or more focus on those ads. Whatever it may be.
One tip is for this fight, if anybody has extra tome with them, they can change their talents to have their AoE stuff be a bit more powerful and try to knock them down a little quicker, because it'll make a big difference. I don't know how everyone's set up though.
I want to move quick.
Thanks for the res.
Speaking of which, if I can get a summon back, I'm gonna do exactly what Sorrow told me to do. And what he literally told everyone is your main essence in this fight should be essence of the focusing iris. As all DPS.
Yeah, those ads will melt if everybody opened up Essence of the Focusing Iris right around when they group up.
But still, at the same time, like, great progress. Like, we used to have a shit ton of ads as soon as Vexiana goes in the air, to when Vexiana comes back down, a little bit more ads. This is one of the harder bosses in this dungeon.
I guess the question is, do we actually have enough DPS in this group makeup to do it?
If
Because no matter
everybody
how
optimizes.
Let me take. To be honest, and I know this is way too late to.
Yeah,
You
we're
guys would
probably
benefit from doing Raden, a Hive Mind, a Shadar. Like, all of these bosses are way easier to do with this composition than Vexiona. But if this is done, that means that 4 other bosses are extremely easier to do. Up to you. Just giving you the facts.
sure. Actually, we're probably going to call it in about 30 minutes, so let's do a little more learning, and we'll come back here tomorrow, and we'll.
do we want a couple more? Somebody's asking in chat.
Sure.
Maximum 2 more DPS. So for everyone running a raid in this channel, I don't know who, but 3 healers can support 10 DPS. 4 healers can support up to a maximum of 14 DPS, and no more than that. And those are your ratios from Blizzard, not from me. And that's also including that one of your healers is like a paladin or a disc priest that can push out 6 to 12k DPS. So, for example, if you have a monk and 2 holy priests and 1 druid healer who are all doing 1 to 2k, you're kind of screwing yourself. Because Blizzard expects you from now on, if you have 4 healers, that their average amount of DPS with between those 4 is 6k DPS, meaning one person is doing like 10 to 14k, and the others are doing less, but it averages out.
Okay, we ready? Do it. Ready check. It's getting late for most of us, so we'll just do one more pull and make it the best we can, and then call it.
Let's do this.
Do it.
Just don't forget, everybody. Prioritize AoE for those small ads. And if you can cleave during the beginning of the fight, you can cleave the boss while you hit the big ad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple! I will tear your soul to shreds!
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Service arrives! Your master calls!
Get those little ads coming out. Pay attention.
Taunting. Opioid.
You are unworthy to hold such power!
Beware.
The spell.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me! My
Just going up, guys. Remember to be on your feet.
Vexiana's in the air. Heads up. All of you.
Beneath my shadow!
Don't stand in the middle.
Beware. 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 Beware.
I shall rip you apart myself!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Beware.
Tear your soul to shreds!
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Beware.
Your spirit shatters!
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Servants of the void, come to me!
Resitain.
My chosen, destroy this filth!
Beware.
Beneath my shadow!
Beware.
before we go further.
Yeah. I did hear that horn though. Thank you. Alright. I'll do a ready check if you guys want to have one more shot at it, because we still have 7 minutes. Press yes. If not, okay, we're going to call it here. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the tips. Thanks for the energy tonight. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll come back.
Go to some other bosses.
Meet him. Yeah, we could do that.
Quick feedback. You do not know how important corruption is this year. Honestly, like having the right corruption piece makes a difference of you being top tier or bottom tier. Meaning casters, infinite stars, or the bleed. Meaning tanks. I don't remember what it's called, but it's based off your health. But I can't tell anyone in here to like work on that because it's random as hell and you're screwed if you don't get it and you're lucky if you do.
So where do we get this special gear?
Corrupted gear
We've been doing all
is
these.
just Mythic Plus. This like raids, anything like that. But Infinite
Reading, visions,
Stars
Mythic
for
Plus.
every single DPSer is the number one. If you see Infinite Stars on any of your gear and it's
Right.
above 10k, because there's different tiers of it, it is worth taking that corruption to have that piece. Go ahead,
I
Sarah.
haven't.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying sources to get corrupted gear. Visions, Mythic Plus, raids, LFR,
Yep.
world
We've been
bosses
doing all
that are
that.
current. Yeah,
We've been grinding that stuff.
it-
I don't know
it's
if any of our
very
DPS
random.
have it.
It's very random. It doesn't always drop, and sometimes you get drops that have corruption that sucks.
Yeah.
But you just got to keep at it and try to do as much as